Yeah, thank you all for being here today on this very important moment. I want to thank my fantastic partner on this Green New Deal resolution, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I want to thank all of the House and Senate members who are gathered here with many others who have signed on or will be signing on to this resolution. This is an incredible moment because all of the supporters who are here today support the climate, clean energy, social justice, public health, grassroots organizations that make up the most powerful movement organizing in the United States today. Never in our history have the interest of all Americans been so united on a single issue, climate change. From the air we breathe, to the jobs that employ us, to the neighborhoods we live in, to the economy we operate within. Climate change defines our existence. Global temperatures are the highest in recorded history. Wealth inequality is at its highest point since the era of the Great Depression. The erosion of our coastlines, the erosion of the earning power of workers, the pollution of our planet, the pollution of our democracy by big oil and Koch brother financing. The interrelationship of these ills and injustices is undeniable. But the challenge is not insurmountable. It will only be through an historic, generational commitment to end climate change that we create the kind of democracy that works for all Americans. We will save all of creation by engaging in massive job creation within our country. We can deliver a Green New Deal for America. So what are we talking about when we talk about a Green New Deal? When we talk about a Green New Deal, we are talking about jobs and justice. We are talking about the greatest blue-collar job creation program in a generation. We are talking about repairing the historic oppression of frontline and vulnerable communities which have borne the worst burdens of our fossil fuel economy. Because President Roosevelt was right when he said about his New Deal, statesmanship and vision, my friends, require relief to all at the same time. We're talking about an historic 10-year mobilization that will mitigate climate emissions, build climate resiliency. We have acted on this scale before, and we must do it again. We need massive renewable energy deployment, wind, solar, offshore wind, storage batteries for renewable electricity. Our energy future will not be found in the dark of a mine, but in the light of the sun. Energy efficiency, smart power grids, clean and affordable public transit, clean cars and manufacturing, and working with key industries to eliminate pollution. Today, we are putting forward a set of principles, not prescriptions, that will require leveraging new financing, providing new resources, and training and using existing laws and new regulations to meet our 10-year goal. We can create high-quality jobs and enforce labor standards, guarantee rights to retirement security and health care, and conduct inclusive decision-making. There will be critics who will say this does not go far enough or that this can never get done. These, of course, are the same cynics who said auto companies would never agree to raise fuel economy standards. The same naysayers who insisted that a global climate agreement in Paris was entirely impossible. I am continually comforted by their consistency. They have been consistently wrong. And the greatest climate denier of them all is in the White House, Donald Trump, a president who did not utter the words climate change or clean energy during his State of the Union 2 nights ago. On the most important issue facing this country, his State of the Union, Donald Trump's State of the Union, was silent. Every reason Trump and the deniers and the critics offer to give up is proof positive that we should push forward even harder. So the question isn't whether all Democrats can support this resolution. It is if any Republican will support this resolution. The question should not be if we can do it. The answer should be when we will do it. 5 decades ago, President Kennedy announced the ambitious goal of sending an American safely to the moon. He didn't say how it would be done, but that we would do it. We would need a giant rocket made of new metal alloys that had not been invented yet. And it would have to be returned safely to Earth within 10 years. He urged us to be bold. I say today that it is time for us to be bold once again. We have the technology to do it. We have the moral obligation. We have the economic imperative. We just need the political will to get this done. The sun is setting on the dirty energy of the past. Today marks the dawn of a new era of climate action. When we look back today, this will be the moment that we will be able to say that the political tide has turned on the rising seas. We are reclaiming our leadership on the most important issue facing humankind. This is the new climate democracy, of the people, by the people, for the planet. This is the new climate democracy, of the people, by the people, for the planet.